Was the big breaking news at the moment. After the Haryana defeat yesterday, the Congress has moved the election commission. The Congress alleging that there were faulty EVMs in 13 constituencies in Haryana and has asked the election commission to seal the faulty machines. A Congress delegation visited the EC and has claimed that the election commission has assured it will look into the matter. Bhupinder Singh Hooda has called the Haryana verdict unprecedented. So you've got the Congress now crying foul once again and actually officially going and complaining to the Election Commission. Maushmi Singh is joining me at the moment. She tracks the Congress. Maushmi, what exactly does the Congress have that it can go to the Election Commission and claim that this election in some way there was some element of fraudulence? Do they have any evidence, or they simply now are crying foul without any evidence?
See, Rajdeep, what the Congress is alleging that they have evidence on 7 seats which they have submitted to the Election Commission of EVM tampering, talking about the percentage of battery that was there in the EVM and that does not actually match up to the arithmetic. So 7 seats they've said that they've submitted evidence, and they have evidence on 13 more seats, but they bought time of over 48 hours to give evidence on those seats. So clearly the Congress...
So what is the evidence? Maushmi, specifically what is the evidence? An EVM battery?
So perhaps they have some screenshots of the EVM battery, how it's showing up that it is 99% charged, which is not possible after usage. Udai Man, the Congress president of Haryana, specified that, some EVMs had showed battery of 70%, 68%, but there were others that showed battery of 99%, which is not possible, and thereby alleging that there is tampering in the EVM machines. And with the victory margins very close, that they are suspecting that there has been tampering on over 20 seats. That could bring the Congress tally to 57.
And are they really serious? Do they really believe that the Election Commission will investigate this?
See, Rajdeep, initially when they had made these allegations yesterday, the Election Commission called those claims bogus. I asked Mr. Pawan Khera today, was the Election Commission more receptive? So the Election Commission has assured them that they will investigate into the matter. But this is very clear, because the Election Commission has the responsibility of dispelling any myths and rumors, and also, in fact, verifying any allegations. And sooner than later, the Election Commission could perhaps come clear out on all those allegations, whether they are true or false.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Maushmi Singh. I appreciate you joining us and giving us the details of what happened at that meeting. Remember, after the Haryana debacle, the Congress party is on the back foot. It's facing backlash from its India Bloc allies. They claim that overconfidence and the failure to take allies along with them, especially the Aam Aadmi Party in Haryana, led to this shocking loss. They've called the Congress to introspect, to stop being the big brother before the upcoming assembly polls next month in Maharashtra and Jharkhand. Is the India alliance now unraveling? It's our top story.
The Congress is in shock. A day after the party was stunned against the run of play in Haryana, the leadership is in denial. Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi posted on X, the Congress is collecting complaints from its candidates. A party delegation met the EC officials to inform the poll body about their concerns.
कितनी सीटों पर आपने कंप्लेन दी है? जरा
की लिखित दी है, 13 की और हम देने वाले हैं। 20 असेंबली सेगमेंट्स छोटी नहीं होती, कम नहीं होती 90 में से। अगर उनकी शिकायतें हमारे पास आई हैं, तो हमारा ये फर्ज बनता है कि हम यहाँ आकर इनके दरवाजे पे दस्तक।
The grand old party is at the receiving end of some intense firing from its India Bloc allies after the setback in Haryana assembly elections. The Aam Aadmi Party and the Samajwadi Party, which were refused seat-sharing deal by the Congress in Haryana, took pot shots at their embattled ally.
कांग्रेस को लगा कि जिस सपा ने उनको लोकसभा में 17 सीटें दी, जब कांग्रेस की उत्तर प्रदेश में केवल 2 ही सीटें थी 2022 के चुनाव के बाद, या फिर दिल्ली में जिस आम आदमी पार्टी ने उनको 3 सीटें दी, उनसे गठबंधन करना कांग्रेस को मंजूर नहीं था। तो ये कांग्रेस का अति आत्मविश्वास ही है जिस वजह से जो ये नतीजे हैं।
The Congress is said to feel the heat in Maharashtra, where allies Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar will seek a higher share during seat talks ahead of state polls.
हरियाणामध्ये इंडिया आघाडी जर झाली असती चांगल्या पद्धतीने इंडिया आघाडी, तर या सगळ्याचा परिणाम निश्चितच आपल्या इंडिया आघाडीला झाला असता. पण काँग्रेसला असं वाटलं की आम्ही एकतर्फी जिंकू, आम्हाला कोणाची गरज नाही.
The Haryana election results has come as a booster shot for the BJP, which was smarting under the loss of seats in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, bolstered by the historic hat-trick, gunned for the Congress at the BJP's victory rally on Tuesday.
चुनाव नतीजों ने एक और बात स्पष्ट की है, कांग्रेस आज पूरी तरह परजीवी पार्टी बन गई है. यहां हरियाणा में कांग्रेस परजीवी बनकर किसी के साथ नहीं थी, अकेली थी, तो उसे करारी हार मिली.
With the high-stake elections in Jharkhand and Maharashtra approaching, the Congress does not have much time to regroup, but will have to hit the ground running. Bureau Report, India Today.
So let's raise the big questions right at the very top. Has the Haryana result pushed the Congress party now on the back foot? Can the Congress recover in time for the other big battle now of Maharashtra? What really lies ahead for the India alliance? Will it unravel? Dr. Shama Mohammed is national spokesperson of the Congress. Akshay Marathe is national spokesperson Aam Aadmi Party. Javed Ansari, senior journalist, is also joining me. Shama Mohammed, to you first. When I look at the numbers of Haryana, it's very clear. Had the Congress, for example, tied up with the Aam Aadmi Party, there could have been 5 additional seats you could have won, because that was the gap between party number 2 and you, and how much the Aam Aadmi Party polled in those seats. And you could have possibly given a seat or 2 to the Samajwadi Party in the Yadav Ahirwal belt. But Congress said, nahi, ekla chalo re, we will win Haryana. Do you concede that there was overconfidence that cost you? Rather than blame EVMs, will you introspect?
Okay, Rajdeep, first and foremost, introspection we will do, and we always do it. That's not the case here. And it is not about blaming the EVMs. Let's understand that there were certain discrepancies in certain EVMs. Now, suppose you are a student of mathematics, and in your class 12th exam, you get, instead of getting 99, you get 70. You send it for revaluation. You buy a washing machine. If it doesn't work, you go to the customer care. We have full faith in the Election Commission of India. There is discrepancy, and that's why, with huge respect to the Election Commission of India, we went with a complaint. So what is wrong in that? We are going with issues where the battery was till evening 99%, and those are the ones where we have lost.
No, you have every right to go to the Election Commission, but where is the interest? No, ma'am, but ma'am, the fact is, you have every right to go to the Election Commission, but it almost seems as if the Congress is blaming everyone but itself for their defeat. The truth of the matter, I gave you, and I can give you the 5 seats.
No, I don't.
I can give you 5 specific seats, ma'am, where the Aam Aadmi Party actually damaged you because the Aam Aadmi Party fought on its own. You had fought with them in the Lok Sabha. Rahul Gandhi himself said we should have an alliance with AAP. Bhupinder Hooda did not allow it to happen. I mean, do you concede that the Congress at least made the mistake of believing only that they don't need allies to win an election? Was that a mistake or not?
No, I'm not. No, let me explain to you. Congress is a party which has given huge space to allies, whether it is in Maharashtra, Bihar or UP, anywhere we are with DM in Tamil Nadu, we always give space for our allies. We don't destroy our allies. Now, in the case of Aam Aadmi Party, their vote percentage is 1.7%. we are at almost 40%. Now, what could Arvind Kejriwal, let's put it the other way. Arvind Kejriwal could have said, listen, we are not fighting this election. We respect our alliance with you. We will not fight Haryana. He could have done that for us. Why couldn't he do that?
He asked apparently for, ma'am, let me tell you the backstory. Our viewers need to know the backstory. He asked apparently first for 20 seats. Congress said we'll give 6. Fair enough. Then he asked for, when he asked for 6, Congress said we'll give 5. When he asked for 5, they said we'll give 4. Eventually they said we'll give only 2. I mean, you know, the Congress seems to believe that only they know how to fight the BJP. Which is not the case.
No. 1 second. Let me speak. Rajdeep, I don't know where you get this hearsay. I'm from the party. All right. So I can tell you the truth of the matter. Yes, there are issues with alliances because Aam Aadmi Party, we have always said in the center, we are an India alliance. And Rahul Gandhi has made it very clear, state to state, it will change depending upon the state PCC. I am sure he's made that very clear. Now, let me also give an example of Maha Vikas Aghadi in the Lok Sabha elections. 21 seats were asked by us by Shiv Sena UBT. We gave them 21, they won 8. We are the largest party right now in Maharashtra. We fought 17, we got 13. So let's understand that these allies who keep pointing fingers at us should not be pointing fingers. We did not crib at that point, you know, look, we give 21 to Shiv Sena UBT. So let's understand that state to state it varies. And one other important thing I want to tell you, Rajdeep, when Congress was in 2014, Congress is out, Mukt Bharat. 2019, Congress is gone. But after that, when we won Telangana, we won Karnataka, we won Himachal Pradesh, Congress is back. You yourself said. 24, we won 99, Congress is on a revival. And after 5 months, you're saying, you know, where is the Congress party? Of course.
I never said where is the Congress party. I just have question. No, 1 minute, ma'am. Okay, I've heard you. I'm only questioning your strategy for Haryana, which seems to have got the allies particularly in a tizzy. I'll give you an answer and then I'll come to you, Akshay. Look at the... No, 1 minute, ma'am. I'm giving you hard evidence. Just a minute.
Can I give you one more example?
Yes.
Samajwadi Party won 38 seats with us in 2024. Last time when they won 35 was in 2004. After 20 years, they won 38 because they are with the Congress party. They were with BSP in 2019.
They benefited you as well. They benefited you as well. I mean, at least be humble enough to accept that the Samajwadi Party has a better ground organization in UP than the Congress, ma'am.
See, I don't like the fact that the Congress is every time told that we are the ones who are the bad alliance partners. We have not. Look at JJP. They are finished. From 18% vote to 0 right now. They have no seats. Look at PDP. They are finished. Anybody who allies with the alliance part of the BJP are finished. You know that very well. 23 seats, PDP to what? 3 seats right now. So we don't do that to alliance partners. We let the alliance partners to grow.
Okay.
So please try to understand what the Congress does for the alliance partners instead of blaming the Congress
Shama Mohammed, I've heard you. You made your point. Let's raise that question. Did the Aam Aadmi Party, for example, actually end up bleeding the Congress in Haryana, where margins are low? In Dabwali, the Congress lost by 610 votes. The AAP bagged over 6,600 votes here. In Asand, Congress lost by 2,300 votes. AAP bagged 4,290. Uchana Kalan, Congress lost by 32 votes. AAP bagged 2,500 votes. Rania, Congress lost by 4,191. AAP bagged 4,700. To you, Akshay Marathe, the Congress is saying, why couldn't the AAP concede to us Haryana and actually support us rather than asking for seats?
Rajdeep ji, I think let me start out by saying that the India Alliance experiment gave us a very simple message that the people of India are willing to defeat the Bharatiya Janata Party if the opposition is willing to step up and present to the Bharatiya Janata Party a credible alternative. And that message should have been carried forward after the Lok Sabha elections into the assembly elections by the Congress party. Because even if the Aam Aadmi Party got 2% of the vote share in Haryana today, the fact of the matter is that Arvind Kejriwal and other regional players like Mamata Banerjee, like Mr. Stalin in Tamil Nadu, all of these people bring with them a credibility that the people of India happen to respect. They happen to respect the governance model that Arvind Kejriwal has shown in Delhi. Haryana is a neighboring state. With Arvind Kejriwal's support in Haryana, I'm confident that it's not just these 5 seats where you're showing that the margin of victory is lower than the Aam Aadmi Party's vote share. I'm confident that we could have contributed in several more seats. Because what happens
Akshay
is
Marathe,
that
will you also...
alliance,
but Akshay Marathe, the fact is, in Haryana, Congress is party number one. The truth of the matter is, Aam Aadmi Party cannot compete for that space with the Congress in Haryana. The fact of the matter is, at the end of the election, you've lost all your deposits. You've not won a single seat in Haryana. So why not have conceded Haryana and said, look, we'll campaign for the Congress. Where is the give and take? It can't only be the Congress that gives you. Akshay.
Rajiv ji, I think let's understand what has happened. When the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress proposed alliance did not happen, the election obviously became more bipolar. So even Aam Aadmi Party's own supporters and voters who would have ideally wanted to vote for Aam Aadmi Party, perhaps voted for the Congress in some cases, but in many cases they did not do that. So a bipolarity will result in an Aam Aadmi Party getting 2% votes right now. But if we had fought in an alliance, our own surveys were showing us we were as high as 15-20% at one point. So it is about showing a large heart in the interests of the country. And I think the Congress should take this lesson and implement it in the future elections. That's all we are saying.
Are you willing, for example, to show the large heart in Delhi and tell suppose the Congress comes to you in Delhi and says, we want 10 seats. Will you give it to the Congress? Yeah, there you will say, we are the supreme power. No, we will not give you a single seat. Politics involves give and take on both sides.
No, Rajdeep ji, there is a very big difference between Delhi and Haryana. In Haryana, the BJP has been winning on the trot for the last two elections. So Congress was actually a challenger party where it needed to build a large coalition in order to defeat the Bharatiya Janata Party. In Delhi, the Aam Aadmi Party has been winning non-stop for the last three elections in the leadership of Arvind Kejriwal ji. So the situation in Haryana is very different versus Delhi. Okay. In Delhi, we are a party that is confident of winning because we have done that in the last two elections.
So they were confident in Haryana. Akshay, just as you are confident of winning in Delhi, they were confident of winning Haryana. You see, this is the problem with your India alliance. Every party wants actually ekla chalo re.
But I have explained the difference in the context. In Haryana, the Congress had been losing. They were a losing party for the last two elections, which is why, see, when you're a losing coalition, you have to build a larger umbrella. That's as simple as it gets. Politics is about stitching coalitions to defeat the opposition. But in Delhi, Aam Aadmi Party has a very large coalition already.
Okay.
We have 54% of the electorate.
Okay, let me bring in Javed Ansari for at the moment. Javed Ansari, you're listening to these voices, and it's not just Aam Aadmi Party. We've heard the Shiv Sena today, even in its mouthpiece Samna, saying the Congress must learn to respect allies. We are hearing similar statements from TMC leaders. Is it now that the Congress needs to recognize that when you want to fight a Modi-led BJP, you have to have all your allies on board? You cannot play politics as if you've already become a majority party. You got 99 seats in Lok Sabha, not 272.
Well, most certainly. And one of the lessons is that the Congress party, the India Alliance, they need to broad base their support structure. They need to broad base the people, their social alliances that support them, which has not happened. It's very easy to be a legend in your own mind. It's very easy to misinterpret the mandate of June 4th, which is to believe that you're already there. The Congress has certainly improved, nearly doubled the number of MPs it had, but that's it. They were still way short of the majority mark.
So who do you blame for what went wrong with the alliance in Haryana?
Well, I blame the Congress leadership. The Congress leadership, Rahul Gandhi wanted an alliance, but he buckled under pressure of Mr. Huda. Both you and I know that Mr. Huda believed that this has become a bipolar contest and none of the smaller parties mattered, and that the bipolar contest the Congress would be the principal beneficiary, and he thought that they were going to romp home.
So you're saying it was Bhupinder Singh Hooda who did not want the alliance even though Rahul Gandhi wanted it. Am I correct?
Yes, but where I do blame the Congress leadership is that the central leadership should have put its foot down. The central leadership should have ensured that, keeping the larger picture in mind, some seats were shared with India Alliance. And that's where the central leadership also must share a part of the blame.
You know, that's the question to you, Shama Mohammed, because now you've got Maharashtra, where you are in alliance with two big parties, two big regional parties, Sharad Pawar's party, Uddhav Thackeray's party. Then you've got Jharkhand, where again you're the junior ally to the JMM in a way. Are you going to reach out to all of them? Are you willing to concede leadership space to these regional allies? Already I hear Congress leaders in Maharashtra saying, no, we want the chief ministership. We are going to be the biggest party. You haven't even fought the election. You already want the chief ministership.
Rajdeep, in the Lok Sabha in Maharashtra, didn't we give the maximum number seat to Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena, which the party is half now? They are very less number of seats they have. And we gave them 21. That means we are large-hearted. Can you imagine the Bharatiya Janata Party doing that? We gave NCP their number of seats. So we have always stood with alliance partners. We don't demean them. The ones who finish off, now Ajit Pawar, NCP is almost finished. They want, basically what I've heard is they want him to leave. And he's almost over. They finish off their alliance partners wherever they have been. If you look at it, in any state, let it be Bihar, whether it is Tamil Nadu, anywhere, they finish off their alliance partners. And we in fact work with the alliance partners, and the problem is we are too large-hearted. Now, Akshay was going on talking about AAP. AAP had 1.7% of vote. And don't fight the elections in Haryana. What's going to happen? We would have won easily. I will not agree about the fact that we should have had an alliance.
Are you saying AAP has no right to exist?
See,
are you saying, ma'am, AAP has no right to exist and fight an election?
No.
I mean, isn't this precisely the arrogance?
No,
AAP should not fight the election.
I didn't say that.
You piggybacked on national conference in Jammu and Kashmir.
Rajdeep, I didn't say. Rajdeep, when did I say they have no right to exist? Why are you putting words into my mouth?
No, you're saying they should not have fought Haryana.
Debate is this?
You're saying they should not have fought Haryana. Why should they not fight Haryana?
They should not have fought as alliance partners. I'm saying if they are going to keep complaining and everybody's keep complaining that, you did not let your India alliance partner, what I'm trying to say, sometimes they can also give, isn't it? It's not that Congress should always be given. They have one, I can understand if they are 10% of the vote share. I agree with Rajdeep Sardesai. I agree with Akshay Maratha. But when you're having 1.7% of vote share, let it go and let be big-hearted and let the Congress party win as a part of India alliance. If we win Haryana, the whole thing. And one other thing, also everybody from all surveys, including journalists, including pro-BJP journalists, said we are winning the election, as you all know. So what went wrong is also very, very shocking for us. Yes, even they had rebels. They had 30, we had 35. It's not that the BJP did not have independents and rebels. The issue happened is basically maybe what I feel is about ticket distribution and also Jat versus the non-Jat.
Okay,
so that could have been
you
the
made
issue
your point.
Basically.
I can give you a long...
Pointing fingers at the Congress party.
Okay, don't point fingers, you're saying. Okay, ma'am, you made your point.
We always are there, we finger.
You made your point, man. You're saying you're big-hearted. Akshay Marathe, Congress says they are big-hearted. Are you going to be big-hearted? I'll ask you one more time. Delhi is coming up in 3 months' time. Will you be big-hearted or not? Don't smile.
Rajdeep ji, I want to just start by saying that the 2.5 lakh people who voted for us in Haryana should not be disrespected in this manner and belittled by a party that has actually lost an election which it was supposed to win. So I don't mean to get into a tutu meme with the Congress here, but I think we need to respect our voters a little bit more. Respect the fact that
you're the ones who spoke against us.
I did not interrupt you, ma'am. Allow me to complete.
Yeah, complete.
When it comes to Delhi, I will say that we are large-hearted enough. We will never tell Congress don't fight an election. They are a party. They should fight elections. They are welcome to fight. But in Delhi, there is no question of an alliance because we are a party that has won successive elections on the back of our governance model.
Okay, let me bring in Javed Ansari to give context to it. Javed Ansari, we've seen one day after Haryana, AAP and Congress squabbling, TMC and Congress bickering. We've seen Shiv Sena and Congress raising issues with each other. Will this India alliance last, or is Maharashtra now critical? If the India alliance doesn't win Maharashtra, the MBA doesn't win, is that the end of the India alliance?
Could possibly be, but for now, I think they will hang together till at least Maharashtra. What has certainly happened is that the terms of engagement in the India alliance will change. The Congress will have to be a lot more accommodative. Congress will have to be accommodative as well as the allies. Because it's very easy to expect the other party to be accommodated, but when it comes to the regional parties, They don't want to show that.
Okay,
so
so
that
the regional,
can't happen.
You're saying the regional parties also want to occupy the space that they
Obviously,
believe is
they
theirs.
don't want to concede.
They also-
believe
okay.
they allow Congress
Can I
space.
come in?
No,
Can I
ma'am,
come in,
I've
Rajdeep?
run out
Can I
of
come
time.
in?
I've run out of time, ma'am. I appreciate all of you joining us at the moment. I will wait and see what happens in Maharashtra, and we'll see how Maharashtra plays out. At this moment, a short while ago, I spoke to another ally, Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Shiv Sena UBT. Remember, that's where the next big battle takes place. Listen into what she had to say. And joining me now is Priyanka Chaturvedi, the Shiv Sena UBT Congress Member of Parliament. Appreciate your joining us, Priyanka Chaturvedi. You've set the cat among the pigeons in a way by questioning the Congress's strategy for Haryana, their strategy to go it alone. Is this the Shiv Sena ahead of the Maharashtra elections, drawing some red lines, saying Congress, we will not accept Congress dadagiri?
I wouldn't call it red lines. I was just saying that they would have to reassess this because they went to an Haryana election saying that they were confident enough to win on their own. There was a massive anti-incumbency against the Bharatiya Janata Party. We saw there was anger on the ground. There were various issues that were affecting Haryana. And Congress was pretty confident that they would do it on their own. They were so confident that they refused an alliance with Aam Aadmi Party as well as Samajwadi Party, similar to what happened in Madhya Pradesh. Unfortunately, the results haven't gone that way. So the idea was that they will obviously reassess their strategy and also understand. For example, in Jammu and Kashmir, most of the heavy lifting has been done by National Conference, and it has been a successful experiment, successful attempt. So now that Haryana elections is done and dusted, Jharkhand and Maharashtra both are in alliance with other political parties and my party as well as NCP-SP. So we would need to come together, assess all the damage which has already been done and work together cohesively to ensure that Maharashtra's, whatever fights that we've been fighting for in Maharashtra, we are successful in it.
No, are you saying somewhere, no ma'am, are you somewhere saying that the Shiv Sena, UBT and the NCP, Sharad Pawar or the regional parties in general are the ones doing the heavy lifting and the Congress needs to recognize that? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely. I think Congress, I'm very certain that they acknowledge that, but it has to be understood. For example, even in the Lok Sabha elections in Uttar Pradesh, we saw that Samajwadi played an important role. We've seen it in various other states. For example, Tamil Nadu, DMK does the heavy lifting. So we are in a scenario in Maharashtra where our big fight is bigger. Our fight is for the constitution and what the values of Maharashtra are, which are trampled upon by the Bharatiya Janata Party to be in power. Breaking away two regional parties which were voicing the voice of the Marathi people and of Maharashtra in the center and in the state was broken down by them. They got family to fight against family. And that is a lesson that even the people of Maharashtra wanting to teach them. The corruption is rampant, and I tweeted it about in the morning that over 1,000 GRs within 1 week. So crores and crores of money being spent for the prachar of this government, Mahajhuti government. So our responsibility is bigger. So hope we understand the responsibilities and divide the responsibilities in such a way
is this
that
a
we are
campaign?
successful.
Is this a campaign about the constitution or is this about the chief ministership? Uddhav Thackeray, Sanjay Raut yesterday have reiterated that your alliance should announce a chief ministership. Are you using the Haryana election result to send a message to the Congress that now is the time to choose a chief ministerial candidate for Maharashtra? Somewhere are the allies putting pressure on the Congress because the Congress has lost Haryana?
No, Congress has lost Haryana and we have already given an opinion on this, that there was a sense of confidence, there was a sense of hubris that, okay, BJP is not doing well, so we are coming back to power. So there could be various other reasons which I'm sure they will look into. As far as Maharashtra is concerned, we have made a point very clear. Uddhavji also yesterday said that talking about strike rate all the time, it ends up damaging the alliance simply because we've seen that happen with the BJP, try to pull our candidates down and trying to weaken each other to get a better strike rate doesn't work. So in the interest of Maharashtra, and Uddhavji has said this very categorically, in the interest of Maharashtra, irrespective of who the CM, who we declare as a CM or a phase who's going to be leading the campaign, it is important to ensure that we are putting up a strong fight, united fight with a united strategy. That is something that we are very, very clear about.
Are you
That I
pushing?
think
Are you
it is more
pushing
important
somewhere,
that-
ma'am? I'm sorry. Are you pushing somewhere the Congress to accept almost the leadership of Uddhav Thackeray or Sharad Pawar, using the fact that the Congress perhaps has been weakened by that Haryana defeat to have your say? Be honest with me.
No, it is. No, I'll be as honest as everyone has been, and I've always been a person who speaks her mind. And in that context, and considering that I do have some experience working with the Congress party, that is why I'm saying this, that as far as Maharashtra is concerned, it's a very different election as compared to Haryana. That was over 90 seats, this is 288 seats. We have 6 political parties. We have very strong regional parties who are present there. So we have to have a different narrative in the state of Maharashtra and a united effort. And our opinion is very clear that there has to be a phase. It is not about the CM chair. Let's be very clear. But if you look at
there has to be a
all
phase.
The surveys that even probably India Today has done.
You're saying there has to be a phase.
Yes, there has to be under. Yeah, Uddhav Sahab has already said this. Declare irrespective of which party the person belongs to. Whoever we think can lead this entire campaign of Mahavikas Aghadi should be declared. This is our opinion. This is our considered opinion. The other 2 political parties can agree, disagree, and we can jointly decide.
But I find it interesting that you all are stressing on, ma'am, I find it interesting you are stressing on this a day after the Congress has lost Haryana. It seems almost, as I repeat, parties like the Shiv Sena are seeing this as a moment for muscle flexing, perhaps ahead of seat sharing, leadership, all these, are they all on the table or not?
No, I think Rajdeep, you missed our Karyakarta Sammelan that Mahavikas Aghadi had together jointly, where Sharad Pawarji was in, Anna Patole was there, and so was Uddhav Sahab. And Uddhav Sahab had even said it then. Okay, as far as our party is concerned in this alliance in Shiv Sena, we feel that we should have a phase, because it becomes difficult to, design an entire strategy. Who's leading who becomes important. This is exactly what he had expressed even at that Karyakarta Sammelan, which was covered live across all news channels across the country. The 2 political parties may differ on it, but that does not change our opinion that yes, I think it would make better strategy, that if we have a phase to it. That is what we are reiterating. It can also, there can be a consensus whether it makes sense to go together without a phase or with a phase.
Okay.
That is all. There is no pressure. There is absolutely no, after their Haryana result, we are building pressure. Not at all.
Okay, so let me ask you in conclusion, is there any, do you see the Congress as a liability now because of what's happened in Haryana, and is there any possibility therefore of any change in stand ahead of the Maharashtra elections? Are you very clear you all will go into this election together, and do you see the Congress as a liability?
Yes. No. I mean, I don't think anyone should call anybody a liability. We also need to understand the ground reality. The ground reality would be on the winnability, because our commitment is to the people of Maharashtra. Our commitment is to ensure that this unconstitutional government is voted out of power, and people who have lost their jobs, people who are sitting jobless, people who are seeing industries move away from Maharashtra, absolute corruption that is happening in Maharashtra has to be voted out.
Okay, there you have, therefore, Priyanka Chaturvedi saying, have a face for the battle for Maharashtra, for the India Alliance. Now, that's as far as the India Alliance goes and the Congress party goes. They have much to introspect. Much to celebrate is the Bharatiya Janata Party that pulled off this hat-trick in Haryana. Naib Singh Saini set to take oath as the Chief Minister of Haryana once again after the party pulled off that unexpected victory. Social engineering, micromanagement on the ground made a huge difference. Even though the vote share of the BJP and the Congress was identical, the BJP got its ground game better. And now its focus is on Maharashtra and Jharkhand. Prime Minister Modi setting the tone for those elections. Speaking at an event to launch other development initiatives in Maharashtra, the Prime Minister lashed out once again at the Congress and Rahul Gandhi, accusing them of trying to divide Hindus. Listen in.
कांग्रेस का फॉर्मूला साफ है कि मुसलमानों को डराते रहो, उनको भय दिखाओ, उनको वोट बैंक के कन्वर्ट करो और वोट बैंक को मजबूत करो। कांग्रेस के एक भी नेता ने आज तक कभी नहीं कहा कि हमारे मुस्लिम भाई बहनों में कितनी जातियां होती हैं। मुस्लिम जातियों की बात आते ही कांग्रेस के नेता पर मुंह पर ताला लगाकर बैठ जाते हैं। लेकिन जब भी हिंदू समाज की बात आती है तो कांग्रेस उनकी चर्चा जाति से ही शुरू करती है। कांग्रेस की नीति है हिंदुओं की एक जाति को दूसरी जाति से लड़ाओ। कांग्रेस जानती है कि जितना हिंदू बटेगा उतना ही उसका फायदा होगा। कांग्रेस किसी भी तरीके से हिंदू समाज में आग लगाए रखना चाहती है ताकि वो उस पर राजनीतिक रोटियां सेकती रहें।
So that is now the BJP's claim, the Prime Minister's claim that the Congress is trying to divide the Hindu community. How effective was that in the Haryana campaign? What was the formula that the BJP really had in Haryana? Joining me now, Dr. Satish Punia, State in Charge, BJP Haryana, one of the big winners. Satish ji, namaskar. I know you were campaigning in Rohtak for several days. You were in charge in a way of Jatland. ये बताइए क्या था मैजिक फॉर्मूला? हम प्रधानमंत्री से अभी सुन रहे थे कि और पहले तो योगी आदित्यनाथ ने भी कहा था हरियाणा में बटेंगे तो कटेंगे। ये जो राजनीति है, वॉज इट हिंदू कंसोलिडेशन? क्या आपने डिवाइड एंड रूल पॉलिटिक्स की? जाट वर्सेस नॉन जाट, क्या था आपका फॉर्मूला?
बीजेपी का फॉर्मूला सिंपल था कि हमें अपने संगठन, अपनी रणनीति, अपने कैंपेन और स्ट्रेटेजी के आधार पर हमें ये चुनाव जीतना है। इसलिए उसमें कोई फॉर्मूला डिवाइड एंड रूल का नहीं था, कोई जाट एंड नॉन जाट का नहीं था। सिंपली हमें ये टास्क लोकसभा से ही इसकी हमने एक स्ट्रेटेजी प्लान करी थी। लोगों ने इसको प्रचारित अलग तरीके से किया लोकसभा के चुनाव के रिजल्ट्स को लेकर कि बीजेपी 5 सीटें हार गई, जबकि पक्ष उल्टा था, बीजेपी 5 सीटें जीती भी थी। मुझे लगता है कि लोकसभा से लेकर हमने जो अपनी एक जो खास हमारी जो ताकत है, इर्रेस्पेक्टिव एवरीथिंग, उसमें सबसे बड़ी ताकत है संगठन, जो कांग्रेस के पास एक तरीके से नगण्य था। दूसरा, हमारी जो कैंपेन है वो कांग्रेस से बेहतर था। पार्टी पूरे तरीके से एकजुट थी। केंद्र के तीनों ही शीर्ष नेताओं ने एक ऐसा क्लब बनाया जिसने उस स्ट्रेटेजी को धरातल पर अंजाम दिया। चारों प्रभारियों का क्लब और हरियाणा के चारों प्रमुख लोगों का क्लब, इस पूरी टीम ने, टीम हरियाणा ने और टीम इंडिया ने मिलकर एक प्रयास किया जिसको जीत में तब्दील हमने किया।
नहीं, आप कह रहे हैं दैट ये संगठन की जीत है, दिस इज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल विक्ट्री, बट द ट्रूथ ऑफ द मैटर इज आप हमें कह रहे हैं कोई जाट वर्सेस नॉन जाट नहीं था। आपका चेहरा नायब सिंह सैनी ओबीसी, आप खुद जाट है, लेकिन आप जानते हैं जाट ज्यादातर कांग्रेस की तरफ गए थे, तो आपने नॉन जाट ओबीसी को एक तरह से अपनी तरफ किया। प्रधानमंत्री आज कहते हैं हिंदू समाज को कांग्रेस बांट रही है। क्या आपने भी जाट वर्सेस नॉन जाट पॉलिटिक्स नहीं की हरियाणा में? नॉन जाट को एक तरफ किया और जाटों में आपने मल्टीपोलर कॉन्टेस्ट करने की कोशिश की?
देखिए, 30-30 हजार के मार्जिन से बीजेपी के जाट कैंडिडेट जीते हैं और जाट के उस पूरे क्षेत्र में अच्छी विक्ट्री अलग अलग कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसीज में करी है, जो बिल्कुल ऐसे हार्टलैंड कहे जाते हैं, उस जगह हमने जीत हासिल की है। तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने कभी भी नॉन जाट और नॉन जाट के स्लोगन को इस तरीके से प्रचारित नहीं किया। ये कांग्रेस की कॉन्स्पिरेसी थी कि हम लोग इस तरीके से कुछ पोलराइजेशन करना चाह रहे हैं। बीजेपी को सभी जातियों का सभी बूथों पर, सभी गांव में, सभी कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में भौगोलिक और सामाजिक रूप से वोट मिला है। ये आंकड़े भी कहेंगे और मुझे लगता है कि जनमानस में भी इसकी अच्छी खासी चर्चा।
नहीं सर, आंकड़े ये कह रहे हैं कि ज्यादातर जाटों ने कांग्रेस को वोट दिया, आपको ज्यादातर नॉन जाट वोट मिला और दलित वोट जो था वो डिवाइड हुआ। ये सच्चाई है। और आप ये तो मानेंगे कि कम से कम हरियाणा में आपने नॉन जाट पॉलिटिक्स पर एक तरह से आपकी नैया जो है उसको आगे बढ़ाया है।
देखिए, अपने अपना एक परसेप्शन है राजदीप जी, लेकिन लोकसभा 14, लोकसभा 19, भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने 10 की 10 सीटें जीती और उसके बाद विधानसभाओं में भी पार्टी को जब मैंडेट मिलता है तो उसमें मेरा कहने का तात्पर्य यह है कि कोई किसी एक बिरादरी का एक तरफा वोट किसी भी पार्टी को उस रूप में नहीं मिलता। लेकिन बीजेपी के साथ ये जो धारणा खड़ी की गई है वो उचित नहीं थी और उसमें सत्यता नहीं है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी को किसान बिरादरी का अच्छा वोट शेयर मिला है।
सर मुझे ये बताइए, ये कहा जा रहा है कि आप और आपके जो सहयोगी, माइक्रो मैनेजमेंट आपने बहुत किया। किस कॉन्स्टिट्यूंसी में कौन सा इंडिपेंडेंट है, किस रेबल को बिठाना है, किसको खड़ा करना है। आपने गुरमीत राम रहीम का भी इस्तेमाल किया। ही गॉट पैरोल एट लास्ट मोमेंट। थोड़ा उनका वोट सिरसा जैसी जगह में। क्या आप मानते हैं, आपके विरोधी कहते हैं साम दाम दंड भेद, बीजेपी ने सब कुछ किया, आप कहते हैं संगठन ने सब कुछ किया?
नहीं, देखिए इसमें एक मिश्रण है और हम जीते अपनी खूबियों पे। उसके कारक कुछ अलग हो सकते हैं, लेकिन बीजेपी के संगठन की ताकत, बीजेपी का कैंपेन, बीजेपी की रणनीति, ये 3 या 4 बड़े फैक्टर थे जिसने बीजेपी को जीत के लिए प्रेरित किया। इसलिए केवल एक फैक्टर नहीं था जिसपे बीजेपी की जीत टिकी हुई थी, इसमें मल्टीपल फैक्टर थे जिसको बीजेपी ने ठीक तरीके से अच्छी स्ट्रेटेजी से प्लान किया। और स्वाभाविक तौर पर जो मैंने कहा,
सबसे बड़ा फैक्टर क्या था सतीश जी? सबसे बड़ा, अगर आज मैं आपको पूछूं, क्योंकि सब राइट ऑफ कर रहे, पोलस्टर, पंडित, रिपोर्टर, सबने कहा था you won't win. This is a miracle in a way that you have won. Some say it's a psephological miracle कि आप और कांग्रेस का वोट शेयर is almost the same, but all the narrow contest you won. सबसे बड़ा कारण क्या है according to you for the BJP's victory?
देखिए राजदीप जी, मुझे लगता है कि लोकसभा चुनाव के दौरान बीजेपी को अंडर एस्टिमेट किया। हरियाणा में एक धारणा चल पड़ी थी कि कांग्रेस क्लीन स्वीप करेगी
जी।
हमने 5 सीटें जीती, लोगों ने कहा बीजेपी ने 5 हारी, मैंने कहा बीजेपी 5 जीती। असेंबली के सेगमेंट वाइज जब एनालिसिस किया था, हम 44 पर हम लीड किए हुए थे। कब किए हुए थे? जब किसान, जवान, पहलवान और संविधान, ये सारी नैरेटिव हमारे खिलाफ था। उस प्रतिकूलता में 44 सीटों पर लीड करना, 37 सीट पर रनर अप होना, ये साफ तौर पर साबित करता था कि वहां स्पेस है। और इसलिए जीत के लिए कांग्रेस जहां बहुत ज्यादा ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट थी, हम लोग साइलेंटली धरातल पर काम कर रहे थे। हमारी स्ट्रेटेजी थी कि जो हमारी लीडिंग सीट्स हैं, जो हमारी एकदम सेफ सीट है, उसके अलावा जो फोकस सीट है उस पर हमें काम करना है। हमारी चारों प्रभारियों की टीम ने हरियाणा के लोगों के, वहां के लीडर्स के साथ मिलकर उस स्ट्रेटेजी को ठीक तरीके से अंजाम दिया। ये सारी चीजें जातियों से ऊपर थी। इलेक्शन का मैनेजमेंट अपने आप में बड़ा फैक्टर था जो कांग्रेस के पास उसका एक कमी थी, जो साफ तौर पर दिखती थी।
तो आप कह रहे हैं सबसे बड़ा फर्क था कि आप लोगों ने इलेक्शन मैनेजमेंट, माइक्रो मैनेजमेंट की, जो आप कह रहे हैं कांग्रेस की कमी थी। एम आई करेक्ट?
डेफिनेटली, बिल्कुल सही है।
ओके, सो दैट इज द बिग डिफरेंस, माइक्रो मैनेजमेंट। ये बताइए आखिर में सतीश पूनिया जी, यू लॉस्ट एन इलेक्शन इन राजस्थान, लेकिन आप लगे रहते हो, हार में या जीत में आप लगे रहते हो, एंड दैट इज द वन डिफरेंस आई सी बिटवीन अ लॉट ऑफ कांग्रेस एंड बीजेपी लीडर्स। ये क्या है आपकी खूबी कि आप लगे रहते हो?
ये अटल जी ने सिखाया है, क्या हार में क्या जीत में, किंचित नहीं भयभीत में, कर्तव्य पथ पर जो भी मिला, यह भी सही वह भी सही। हम उनको फॉलो करते हैं, उस पाठशाला से निकले। इसलिए हमारी व्यक्तिगत हार जीत मायने नहीं रखती, पार्टी जीते ही हमारी प्राथमिकता है। कांग्रेस में उसका उल्टा है, वहां व्यक्ति जीते और पार्टी हारे, इस फॉर्मूले पे कांग्रेस काम करती है। यहाँ व्यक्ति जीते या हारे, लेकिन पार्टी जीते ही हमारी प्राथमिकता है।
आपने मुख्यमंत्री भी बदला था हरियाणा में, उसका भी फायदा हुआ? मनोहर लाल खट्टर को बदलने का फायदा हुआ कि नहीं?
देखिए निश्चित रूप से, ये देखिए कोई एक्सेप्शन केस नहीं था। देश में अनेक प्रदेशों में पार्टियां इस तरीके के प्रयोग भी करती हैं, फैसले भी करती हैं, पार्टी का प्रिविलेज है। लेकिन मनोहर लाल खट्टर जी, ये दोनों भी एक फैक्टर थे जो हरियाणा में हमारे काम आए।
Satish Punia ji, the BJP is Haryana in charge, giving us an insight into what you did. Micromanagement, targeting of constituencies in the last few months perhaps made the difference. The BJP's ground game. और जब कांग्रेस, आखिर में मैं पूछूंगा, आज जब कांग्रेस कहती है ईवीएम के बीजेपी ने ईवीएम में धांधली की है, व्हाट विल यू से? पुनिया जी? The frame has unfortunately frozen at just the wrong moment for us. That was the question. Maybe we'll ask later when we get Satish Punia, the man in charge of the BJP in Haryana.